Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Martin with The Contoured Chemist. Today I have a whole bucket of makeup and I keep going back and forth whether we should do brand new makeup or like best of 2025. So it might be kind of both. We're gonna play with some new makeup. We're going to also grab favorites and we're gonna create a cool toned holiday look, which is way out of my comfort zone, but I will show you the inspiration and we're gonna get right on into it. You have a holiday party or New Year's, or I'm gonna try to make it even a little bit casual enough for just a date night as well. So let's see what we can come up with. If you wanna check it out, please keep watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and thanks for being here. All right, friends, let me show you the inspiration and why I'm like, I'm gonna go cool toned. You guys, I even have cool toned nails on. This shade, I always get asked what this color is. Grease Lightning. Have you guys tried? I love a fast drying nail polish. Love that one. This is what I am basing the entire look over. This is Lisa Eldridge, her liquid Lurex liquid eyeshadow. And I saw this shade and I was like, I've been wanting to try her liquid eyeshadow, but this color just kind of spoke to me. Cool tones are having a moment. 90s are back, if you did not know. And this color, even though it honestly reminds me of Stardust eyeshadow from Seint, but it's liquid. You guys know I love a great liquid eyeshadow, and I wanted to see also her formulation. Is that not beautiful? Ooh. So we're gonna create a look around this bad boy, and I'm gonna use cool tones, which is, like I said, out of my comfort zone. I love a good warm tone. Cool tones don't sit as well on my skin, so I will show you how I make it work. But let me show you a few of the brand new things I've been testing that I'm gonna be showing in this video. We have some Sarah Creole, Then I Met You sunscreen. I can't remember if I've used the Bonjour in, I don't know, is that how you say it? The Balm skincare I raved about on Instagram. Can't remember. I don't think I've shown it here on YouTube, so I wanted to show you guys how great this is. And then I've got more from Lisa Eldridge. I will be honest, I have been dying to try her products and I finally just took the plunge. So I have her skin tint and the Pinpoint concealer. Spoiler alert, they're fantastic. I have the new beige blush, which I do think I have mentioned before on Sochi, but from Sochi, I cannot stop using this blush. I have an interesting brow product from Scrandy Beauty called Brow Lock Eyebrow Spray. Thought was really cool. And of course I have advent calendar shades from Seint. We're gonna be using some of these cool tones, as well as the brand new Ethereal Eyes Nature palette from Makeup by Mario. And I will say, I know this has gotten a lot of mixed reviews. I'm gonna tell you my thoughts. I finally splurged on a Giorgio Armani bronzer. I'm gonna tell you what I think about that so far. I think I'm not gonna wear lashes and I'm going to test out the Prada. I have used this a few times. My biggest thing is I don't know which one of these to pick. I have a Sarah Creole eyeliner. I wanted to try her eyeliners. But then I also took the plunge and bought Victoria Beckham's eyeliners while they were on sale. I mean, I can't even go there. And then I have liners, lip liners from Ravi Beauty. And even Clinique sent me some of their black honey stuff that I feel like could work with this, as well as an Amazon pressed powder that is fantastic, and I'm shocked. So let's get right on into it. I've got a lot of new makeup. So I'm gonna start with skincare and prep first. I have not done anything to my face yet except for just a nice quick micellar water cleanse. So first I'm gonna prep my lips because they are like itty bitty. And I did splurge and I finally bought this Sarah Creel Adults Are Talking Solid Serum Lip Repair in Clarity, because I heard the clear is the only one that's really good. I don't know. I will say, this is a fantastic lip balm. Now, do I think it's worth the price tag? Because it's expensive. It has a really nice component. It's magnetized. It is also beautiful. And it does last on the lips. I would say I wouldn't necessarily call this an overnight product for me personally. It doesn't have enough stickiness, and that sounds like a bad thing, but like tackiness to really last all night. I would probably put something more occlusive over it, but I can't stop grabbing this all day. And I say that, but I don't have to like keep it in my pocket and reapply it 20 times a day. It will last. I really do like it. I kind of wish I'd done it because it's expensive, but it feels incredible as well. So I will say it's good. I'm gonna go ahead and just put my lip plumper over it to give my lips a little something. If you want the most plumping action, put this on first, but my lips turn bright red when I do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with skincare. Now I am gonna go ahead and use my Mother Science first. I need help in that department. It's the one thing I use every single day somewhere in my routine. And it is really easy just to, gosh, I need to grab a new bottle. Put on as like the first step, my morning skincare routine. So that way I get antioxidant protection, and it's the only thing that really visibly helps my dark spots. And I think they're Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Cyber Week, all the things. There's a last chance sale. So I will link that down below. I think it's still gonna be 20% off for this week only, and then it ends. So if you haven't had a chance to try this for the new year, it won't be on sale once the new year starts. Go ahead and just lock that in. This is a more occlusive product. If you have not seen me talk about this over on Instagram, this is Bonjour Beauty. It's fantastic. If you don't have dark spots and don't need an extra serum, this is like one of those all-in-one encompassing products. It is silicone free. It works great under Seint. And it's like a solid serum that you can use everywhere. So I could have just put this on my lips. I could have put it under my eyes as my eye cream. In fact, I will. But it's just really fantastic. And I keep grabbing it, especially now that it's starting to get cold out and my skin needs more help to kind of keep that water in. Transepidermal water loss is legit crazy once the heaters pop on. Most days I can just throw on those two things, good to go. It has a lot of other protection in it as well. I just personally know that I need a lot of extra help for my dark spots. So it's not completely one and done for me, but it can be for so many people. It's fantastic. Next, I'm gonna go in with Then I Met You. This is an Essence Light Sunscreen SPF 50. This is one of them I've been recommending for a while, but they did send me this one in PR, and I recommended it because it's silicone free, and it's one of the few, I'd say, lightweight, kind of K-beauty inspired, but US sunscreens that you can get pretty easily because they're available at Sephora. And it looks really white, it looks really crazy, but it goes on really easily. So again, still gotta use your sunscreen. I have SPF protection. I love this sunscreen. Look how hydrating it is. It's got ceramides, hyaluronic acid, different kind of ferments to really like give you that antioxidant protection. And now that I have my eye surgery, I really have to be careful about keeping sunscreen on my eyelids. Not that I didn't always, but now I can finally put sunscreen on my eyes again. This one, highly recommend. It's fantastic. Doesn't sting, doesn't burn my eyes. and it's really lightweight. It absorbs quickly. I'm gonna give it 10 minutes to dry down and set, and we're gonna come fix this face. The sun suddenly came out. Can you tell? Also, when the lip plumper accidentally makes it to your face, I don't know what it is. That turns me bright red when that stuff touches my skin. But it works on my lips, so I'm not gonna complain. So I was gonna go in with the Vive, their Skin Nova Radiance Primer to like give myself a glow, but let me tell you, after those and that sunscreen, like I don't need it. So if you don't need it, I'm gonna say I do feel like I look a little washed out. Maybe now that the sun has come out, I don't look as bad, but let's go ahead and test this. This Joer Luminizing Glow Serum. It sounds like it could be skincare as well. I took it more of as like a glowy bronzer. That's how I've been using it. Says 2 to 3 glow drops directly onto dry skin or blend into your moisturizer or face makeup. So it sounds like you could definitely blend this in with a skin tint, foundation, whatever the case may be. I've been applying it. So it's got vitamin C, hyaluronic acid, 7% niacinamide. That's a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and just put some on the back of my hand, and it's really pretty. I'm gonna use it to add some glow and bronze, kind of just like it's like a bronzer drop, just where I need it. Perimeter of the face. So kind of like I underpainted, but I didn't, because it's just kind of like a serum. I'll be honest, I do this a lot of days when I feel like I washed off all my self-tanner, didn't really want to self-tan again. So I had self-tanned yesterday, washed off most of it. There you go, just add a little bit of glow back. I can get that with some of my sunscreens I use. So it just kind of depends. Let's go into complexion and give myself some coverage, because obviously now I've got some redness. Anything glowy can increase the look of pores and texture. We're gonna kind of blur that out. I'll be honest, if I wanted more medium coverage, I would go in with my Ride or Die Versed. That is like what I was wanting to use. And then I was gonna go in with Seint over that. That is how I get medium coverage when my skin isn't great. My skin's okay, it just needs some blurring, but like, told you guys, I'm gonna test. So I will be honest, I was heavily influenced after hearing person after person after person saying this is the best skin tint. I have like 50 skin tints down there that I've been testing for the past year. And I'm just so overwhelmed to do it all in one video. But I'm thinking I'm just gonna have to categorize like my favorite from each category. But this one, I was like, I have to see what all the hype is about. And it is, in my opinion, a true skin tint. So I might need some more coverage after this, but I will tell you, most skin tints on the market, like even though I love this one so much, it gives a lot more coverage than what I would say is a true skin tint that is just like your skin but better. The key with this one though is I don't really like it with a brush, and I tend to apply everything with a brush. So I'm gonna show you, like, I never use my fingers, but I use my fingers with this. And there's something so gorgeous about the way it blurs the skin. So hopefully now that the sun has come out, you can see. And I'm just gonna use my fingers. And it's very liquidy, and you do have to shake it. But do you see how much blur and how it looks like? It looks like my skin. Oh, it's amazing. It's incredible. And it doesn't even take much. Like I just put like a little dot. It's very liquidy. Now, I feel like it streaks with a brush. So I haven't been using a brush with it, but like if you want really easy, just like, let's just throw it on with my fingers. I've seen people use sponges to apply it as well, but like it has a lot of silicones in it, meaning That's why you get the blur that you see. And I didn't buy it forever because no, you could not wear this under Seint. It would definitely not last. So if you want something you can wear under Seint, you definitely stick with Versed. But this is beautiful if you're wanting a true skin, like just barely your skin but better. It doesn't have a lot of coverage. You can probably tell I didn't fully cover everything. The finish is stunning, and you do have to wash your hands. It's my only downfall, but I do recommend it. It's pricey, I will say. Seamless skin enhancing tint, but man, it's one of the most blurring skin tints I have in my vast collection. So now to offer more coverage, I'm gonna go in with two of my very favorite concealers. And this one is a little bit lighter, this one's a little bit darker, so that's why I'm gonna use two. I will say I have a darker one of this coming and even a lighter one because this is one of the best concealers of all time and it's so affordable. But Make sent me their Skin Mimetic Concealer. You might have seen Hailey Bieber using this, like it went viral. I understand why, not that she needs it, but for mature skin, this concealer is fantastic. So I've been using this a lot around my eyes as they've been healing. And I do have a much warmer, darker tone, you can probably tell. So this is gonna give me more like coverage where I need it. Let's see, I'm wearing shade medium in, so medium neutral. This doesn't look very neutral to me. It's pretty warm. I'm gonna use it literally everywhere I'm red, everywhere I have dark spots. Everywhere. Undertones of this one is going to correct really nicely. My Rephr LC001, I don't even know what that means. I'm just gonna blend it out. This is one of the few concealers I've ever used that actually does not increase the look of any texture on my skin and gives good coverage at the same time. It does look like your skin. One of my few recommendations for a concealer for mature skin. Great coverage, still looks like skin. I love that. If you don't want to spend as much and you want to go to Target, or Ulta even has Versed now, this formulation has caffeine and even kojic acid. So puff around the eyes instantly, and the kojic acid over time can help dark spots as well. So this shade is just a little bit light for me to color correct with. So this is 6O, which is 6 olive. So I'm just gonna brighten. This is also a formulation I've used on my full face. Like if I just didn't want to use foundation and it looks flawless. So both of these I recommend for mature textured skin. All right, I know what you guys are gonna say. Sarah, who wants 3 concealers? But let me tell you, if this was a best of 2025 video, at least discoveries for me, this pencil would be in it. This is the Lisa Eldridge. Oh my gosh, I'm already like wearing off. I must have had something on my hands because the entire name is already worn off. That's fantastic. I don't know what color I'll have to look because I can't remember off the top of my head, but I must have had something that made all of the writing wear off on my hands. But I know this is called the Pinpoint Concealer, and it's like a micro correction concealer. Look, even these break. Besides that, it's like a pinpoint concealer pen, and it has a little sharpener in the end, but it is fantastic, and here's why. You can, so I have some blemishes, I don't know if you can see, like right in here. You can simply just add more coverage, dot, 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 and it will set and not budge. So again, some days when I'm like using a skin tint and I'm like, oh, but I have like one blemish, one dark spot, or if I'm testing something that doesn't give me quite enough coverage, or you just have a few little like acne marks, scars. I have this like broken capillary right there. The key with this one is that it sets and it's super fast, unlike taking a concealer a little bit on a brush, trying to pinpoint. And because it's this cream product that is designed to dry down and set, blend without texture, it's incredible. The shade range is also fantastic. Again, I'll try to find the shade and put it down below. I believe I got one of the warm tones so that it would correct, because I know myself personally, and I wanted it for dark spots and blemishes, and neutrals don't correct that. So, and it blends in fantastically. Is that a word? With my skin tone as well. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Now I've seen people use it. I would not necessarily use this for like under eye brightener and all that. It's, in my opinion, not designed for that, even though I've seen people use it, but like you can like carve out your lip line with it. And I mean, there's a lot of different uses, but it's just one of those innovative products I haven't seen. I've seen others similar, but not in this kind of formulation. And the formulation is so good. So this video is going to sound like a love letter to Lisa Eldridge, but like so far, her products I've tried are chef's kiss. You guys want to behind the scenes? Look at this. There's Dottie. She's found this chair is now hers for all filming purposes. Oh my gosh, she's getting so big. Okay, I have not tried any new cream bronzers I'm obsessed with, so I haven't even opened the brand new one I bought from the Sephora sale. This one still has some left. I'm trying to use it all before I open that one. The Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer All Over Warming Complexion Tint in Medium Dark. Longest name ever. One of the most fantastic bronzers, in my opinion. Because it is sheer, it can be built up. And it kind of like, I don't want to say it sets, but it's glowy without ever feeling sticky or tacky, which I feel like not all cream products do. But this is by far my biggest recommendation if you are new to glowy bronzers or cream bronzers. It's one of my top picks. Add a little bit of warmth to your face. It makes such a difference. All right, next I'm gonna show you guys this brush. I've talked several times about the Nikki LaRose brushes, but the new volume 2 is fantastic. This brush is the only one I find a little bit trickier to use. I find it amazing for blending out cream bronzers, like especially if you have a stick and you put it on, because it's nice and dense, but I'm gonna use it to contour today just because I'm feeling like we should test it. So I'm gonna pull out my Seint palette and we're just gonna pounce in, and I'm curious because I just wanna do a little bit of contour. I feel like I need a little bit. And I just thought this brush would be really easy due to the shape of it, but I'm just kind of gonna use the end of it instead of the entire thing because it's rather large. You see, that was easy. Okay, now I can kind of pounce in with the larger end. If you are a presser like I am, kind of reminds me of the detail brush. Maybe that's why I like it. I feel like it's a good sculpting brush for sure. So I know I told you guys cool, and yet here I am applying all the bronzer. Again, I can't go all cool. I will look so washed out. Cool colors on me, because I have so much warmth in my skin, it's like they counteract and they pull more gray and then they don't blend. So if you are similar, you still have to add some warmth to your skin. I'm gonna go in with the best blush I found in a really long time for no makeup days. Now, I've raved about the formulation for so long, but this is Xoxi's Bare Muse, which is a rosy nude beige blush. And it looks really beige, but like, I don't know what it is. The formulation is superb. I am gonna cool it down a little bit, but so that way I don't take away from the eyes. I'm trying to keep my cheeks really neutral. So this is a cream to powder, yet it's like the most silky, satiny, best feeling putty blush I've ever tried. So you might not be able to tell a lot based on how much bronzer I applied, but it's so pretty. It's been like my go-to when I don't want to look like I'm wearing blush, but I need a little bit of flush. Can you see that? And it's like a magic eraser. So if you go too hard and heavy with your blush, like I sometimes do, I'll use this around the edges to kind of like tie things in together to kind of transition into my face. Game changer. I'm gonna put a little bit of glow back to my cheeks. One of my favorite from this year is definitely this Glow Recipe. I have the Berry Flush, and this doesn't take much. The berry and the first pink one that they released are really good. The other ones are much brighter, so just be warned. So this is gonna bring in those cool tones. This is very berry undertoned, and it also adds this beautiful glow. Also a very good shade for a no makeup look. Obviously how much you apply is gonna make a difference, but just a touch of cool for me, just a touch. All right, let's go ahead and set the face so we don't have any issues with creasing, and we can hurry up and get into this eye look because I'm dying to try these. So this was shared to me by my dear friend, Sammy George. Shout out to Sammy. She said it was so good, and we're always talking and on a quest for the best mature under eye powder. And she's like, you know what? This one is really good. And I was like, it's from Amazon. I don't know. But you know what? She's right. It's Carlsland. I don't even know. She tried the pink one. I tried the translucent. We both think they're fantastic. Black Magnet Soft Focused Powder. Now I will say, if you go straight in with this, straight on the eye without tapping off, it will make your under eyes look dry and crepey. But it even comes with instructions about using their little puff, and they say rotate and then touch and then go in, and that works. So if you are a puff girl, use it that way. Make sure you're kind of tapping off before. But again, Nikki came out with a new brush in the volume 2 line, the N19, which is designed to be like a powder puff for your eyes, but in a brush form. So I do the same thing, and then I just touch the back of my hand to kind of distribute that. And then I'm gonna go in with this powder, and I love the way it fits my face. It's fantastic. Can you tell the difference? I don't know if you can tell, but I can tell. It does not make me look dry, crepey, and emphasize all of those lines, but it does set the area so that I don't get creasing. So that is the way I have found works for me. Have you guys tried or even heard about that powder? I guess it's something that maybe went viral on TikTok. I don't use TikTok, so maybe that's why I hadn't heard of it. Now I'm gonna go in with more small lines, chin, in between the brows. And I love this because you can just press it. You guys know I love me a brush I can just press on. I am gonna go ahead and powder my lids, being a little bit more generous, and there you go. Set, translucent. It's not really super brightening. I think the pink one's supposed to brighten, so, but pink doesn't work well for my skin tone. I am not a cool tone girly. My skin is not cool undertones, so it just doesn't work. I'm gonna go ahead and set with the Giorgio Armani. Again, this has been on my loves list for Sephora for so long. I've been wanting to try it. I finally took the plunge while it was on sale. Definitely luxury, okay? Beautiful. This is the Luminous Silk Bronzing Powder. I got the shade 110. It's stunning. I haven't even taken the plastic off yet. It's stunning. It does have a slight shimmer. I'm telling you, it might take me my entire life to get through this powder. Good thing powders don't go bad very quickly at all, because I've been using this as eyeshadow. It is gorgeous, but see that like slight sheen? It doesn't really translate on the skin. So I love a little bit of a luminous bronzer, especially a powder bronzer. I don't want it to make me look dry. I'm not a big matte girly, but like I do sometimes want to set areas, you know? So that's mainly what I use a powder bronzer for. I rarely use it without a cream under it. I'm a cream girly, okay? So here's my first thought. When I use it with a brush like this that's dense, it picks up so much product. Like if I was to go in like this and go in, it is too much for my preference. Like if that's all the bronzer I was gonna use, that'd be one thing. But if I'm using it just to set, you don't need a dense brush because this is pigmented. So when I use this, I use like a floofy brush, something much looser bristles, like the floofiest, not the dense ones. So, and you can just tap in and tap off and then just kind of barely set. Otherwise, maybe I just got a really warm tone, but like, I don't think it's very pigmented. You guys probably know by now. I like me a sheer bronzer. I don't want to be too orange. Not that I'm saying this is orange. I'm just saying. So heads up if you get this and if you want a lot of pigmentation, this one's your girl. If you don't, then you won't need much and it will last you forever. Now I do love this on the eyes, whereas I feel like a lot of the bronzers I have, I try to wear it in my crease. I have to apply so much of it, you can barely see it. This one is like straight up eyeshadow, practically. There's my final thoughts on this bronzer. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong. I'll just have it forever. All right, speaking of body, I'm gonna go ahead and grab this Seint travel brush set, and I'm going to use this brush because I haven't tried it yet on the body, and I feel like I need a little bit of glow. So I'm gonna pick up this Dibs stick. Have you guys used one of theirs? High Road Highlight, and you can totally just go straight in, but it gives a lot, right? Oh gosh, then you gotta blend it out. So you would need like a dense brush like this. I was just gonna pick some up and kind of highlight the collarbones and the chest, because if I was really going out for a holiday, I would not forget that area. You can use this straight up like a highlight as well. This giant stick form, in my opinion, is best for body, but this brush works really well with it. And these smell good. Yeah, it does smell good. I don't know what that smells like, but it smells really good. I've tested a few highlights, illuminators. Nothing has been able to stand up to this, and this is my perfect cool tone, in my opinion. This is the Vive Nova Glow Liquid Light in Ballerina. Like, can you even? Oh, can't stop wearing this. It's so easy. You can use your fingers, yet it's just, obviously I'm a fan of anything that dries down and sets because I feel like it's just gonna work, right? So now that I've highlighted, I can go ahead and set my face real quick, melt those powders, even though I feel like I'm still looking pretty nice and glowy. One of my favorite setting mists, and I'll be honest, I think I've talked about this, but I don't know how much, but like I've also been testing setting mists for a good year. Setting sprays, things that call themselves setting sprays that aren't actually setting sprays because they're not gonna increase the longevity. They're just gonna maybe melt powders. This one will do both, and it's one of the most fantastic ones. This one and the Vive. M Cosmetics Divine Water Perfecting Mist. Both of them are like, I just rotate between both of them. They both smell fantastic as well. They both even smell similarly. Oh man, that smells good. They're different, yet they both just make me happy. So this is one of the best. Definitely one of my favorite discoveries of the year. Let me hurry up and do these brows so we can do some eye makeup. Still gonna use the NYX Powder Louder Brow. I'm still using this as well. I think because I mainly need my eyes re-microbladed. And I'm also pretty lazy about my brows. Like I do not want to take 15 minutes on my brows. So this like fills in a majority of where that tattoo was. Like it looks so much better and it's really fast. But I rarely just use this product because in the front, I actually do not have any brow hairs there. So I still have to fake it. And luckily Make sent me more of my color. I was using a color that just did not work for me because I was out. And this is Cool Brown. And look how tiny that is. This is their Infinite Brow Nano Pencil. So if you like brow strokes, brow hair strokes, it takes me too long to use like that for my entire brow. But wowza, it's one of my favorite brow pencils. Works so well. The color of this one is fantastic if you have cooler eyebrows like I do. NYX does the heavy lifting and then I can go back in and just put in more where needed. Now let's test. I will be honest, I was looking at their website for something else and then I saw this and I was like, I've never seen anything like that. I must try it. So Scanded Beauty Brow Lock Eyebrow Spray. It is to hold your brows and it comes with a little spoolie. And it says, after you fill in your brows, spray 1 to 2 sprays and then pretty much fully coat hairs and shape them. On the other eye, let dry 5 minutes. I don't like my brows super stiff, so I find less is more, but it will dry and hold your brows in place. So it's very interesting, very different than a brow gel. A little bit less travel friendly. I find some brow gels are just too crunchy for my liking. It is not crunchy. Finally, it's time. Let's try this eyeshadow. I'm gonna go ahead and start with a base. Now I know this is a very cool tone shade. So I'm gonna start with a base for my crease. We're gonna go in with Vive's I Wand in Camel because this color works with pretty much any eye look I do, and I can kind of just throw it on and blend it out, and it gives a really nice, beautiful transition and base for my warmer toned eyes. Okay, so that eye wand will dry down and set and give me a nice base. I used, this is like, it seems like such a huge brush. This is the Refer 35. If you're a one and done, like all over the eye, kind of one color girl, and you like liquid cream eyeshadows, even powders this could work for, but it's a nice dense brush and it blends so fast and easy. Gosh, it's it's one of those things that you probably don't have in your collection, and it's fantastic. And then I use the Rephr 13 to blend underneath because it's nice small size. Look at that size comparison. Crazy. Now I'm gonna take the Lisa Eldridge color Celine, and I'm gonna put a new dollop on my hand. And I'm gonna take from the back of my hand just with a little bit of a fluffier brush. This is the BK Angie Hot and Flashy A501. So that way I don't pick up too much. And I'm just gonna kind of slowly build this color on the lid. I saw her, Lisa Eldridge, use this color, and I was like, oh my gosh, that color is stunning. But when I got it in person, it was much cooler. I think I thought it was had a little bit more gold in it, but it is very pewter, you know, like so pretty for the holidays. But I wanted to be able to like use it for the everyday. And I feel like you just kind of have to like build it up a little, and it's not quite so dramatic as when you go straight in on the eye, which is what I did the first time, well, the only time I've tried it. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna just take a little bit off the back of my hand like she did, and it makes it more wearable for the everyday. It also gives you a lot more control. I love a good eye look where you can just like throw it on, obviously, blend it out, but you do have less control when you apply that product directly to the eyelid because that color has to go somewhere. You have to blend it somewhere. It's not just gonna blend all the way. Okay, I might kind of build into two eye looks. So for the first one, we're gonna keep it, I don't wanna say natural, this isn't natural, but like more everyday. So I'm gonna take that color and I'm gonna take a little bit under the eye as well. The only thing about using your hand for a palette is that it will dry. So like that is almost all dried. I wasted some, which I don't like to do. It's so pretty. I feel like it makes it very everyday smoky. And you're not applying too much. It's not super metallic. I'm not saying I'm not gonna build more, but for the everyday look, we're gonna stop there with the liquid. And I'm gonna go ahead and use some mattes from this Makeup by Mario. I haven't taken the plastic off this one yet either, because I will tell you, I'm kind of obsessed with these matte shades. Now, this palette got a lot of like hate because these shimmers aren't super foiled and crazy. To me, that's not a bad thing. I feel like they're gorgeous because they're beautiful, subtle shimmers. I feel like they're more wearable for every day. They're not like these dramatic foiled metallic shades, but I feel like this is a better everyday palette. Like you've got some deep dark ones, even like this burgundy, they're stunning. So I don't know, I mean, I get why people were like disappointed if that's what they were thinking they were getting, but like some of these like barely have any shimmer in them. They're really beautiful. So anyway, I have been obsessed with these. Just, it's a very basic, very basic shades, but I've been throwing them in my crease all the time. So let me pick up my favorite in the crease brush, which is the BK Beauty 212. And I'm just gonna kind of tap into both of these and kind of set that eye wand and give myself a nice blend. And this pinky tone is gonna kind of add a little bit of warmth, so I feel like I can still get a nice transition there between the pinky. Pinks can be cool and warm. I got a lot of lid space I gotta cover there. Just a nice transition. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and brighten for the everyday first. In 21, this tiny little brush I feel like is fantastic. I'm gonna use, which one should I use? Let's try this color here that has like barely any shimmer. Let's see if it gives enough. I feel like this is a great mature eye color if you want to kind of add light. It's like matte and just has a touch of shimmer. That's a great underbrow color for sure. Not too much. This one's gonna have a lot more. This one's gonna be more metallic. This one's more matte with a little bit of sheen to it. Both really pretty. All right, from my everyday, I'm just gonna use some liner. I'm obsessed with this shade. I might have to do a different tutorial completely with this new Creole. It's a great formulation of their eyeliners. This color in particular is fantastic. It's taupe. So it's a beautiful everyday kind of like brown, but like not super dark, fantastic liner that you can wear in your waterline as well. I'll have to do something with that. But I will tell you, these Victoria Beckham are worth every penny. I was hoping they wouldn't be, but they are. So I'm gonna show you the 3 colors I got. I was trying to not get another bronzy shadow. Oh, I could just keep buying bronze eyeliner. I got a few different tones. I got Cinnamon, which is this, I don't know if you can tell. It's kind of a little, it's like a metallic, warm brown. Not bronzy, but more like a warm red brown. Smoky Quartz, which is more of a cool, it's got a little bit of shimmer in it. And then Cocoa, which is their like dark brown, not quite black, but very, just a little bit of warmth in it. These are the smoothest eyeliner application I've ever used. That's saying a lot. I've used a lot of eyeliners. They go on like butter. Butter. I've never had anything go on my eye so easily or on my waterline so easily. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab Cocoa, which is the matte one, and I'm gonna use this to just do my waterline. Like, it is so easy. Now these do also smudge out and they have time to smudge. So like if you are applying your eyeliner and by the time you like grab a brush to smudge it and it's already like dried down and set, these don't do that. They give you time and you can then smudge it, but then they will set and then they won't move. They do come with like a little, one of these smudger dudes, which aren't my favorite. It is what it is. I prefer a brush, but easiest I've ever used for waterline by far. This color is deep enough for me for the everyday. Oh, I'm obsessed. I'll be honest. I am not great at tight lining, so that's why I didn't put on lashes. I wanted to show you guys the tight lining with this. So if you can tell the difference between this eye and this eye, I tight lined over here. I'm not great at it. I don't like being that close to my eyeball. But I'm telling you, if you struggle with it, these probably are worth the investment. And they are a pencil that you sharpen, and they even come with a sharp. I don't think it's gonna run out that fast either. Now, I will say, because it's so creamy at first, you see how that transferred to my lower waterline? You can just wipe it off, but some people like to do that and then blink and transfer. I personally don't, because I don't like my lower waterline. I don't like that lined. I feel like my eyes are very small, so it makes my eyes look smaller. But I do like my upper waterline done because it makes the lashes look thicker, kind of defines the eyes, makes your whites of your eyes look brighter. Love, love this shade. I have been wearing Cinnamon on repeat, and I have not yet tried Smoky Quartz. And I feel like this color is going to go stunning with this. Like, let's put them next to each other. So here's this, look at this color. Can you see that it's like, it's still cool in my opinion, but it's got a touch more warmth. Honestly, it reminds me of Finn. Do you guys remember Finn eyeshadow? It reminds me of that in an eyeliner. And like, look how easily that just, you could use it on the side and use it as eyeshadow. Oh my gosh. Anyway, okay, so we're gonna use this on the upper lash line. I wanna show you guys how I just kind of, I'm gonna line and then I'm gonna grab a brush and I'm just gonna smudge it out. Now I will say that this smudges so much, it's easy to almost smudge the depth away. So sometimes I just pick like an angled brush and just kind of like pull it to where I wanna go. So let's try it. Might be a bit dramatic of a wing, but that's okay. Then if it's too much, guess what? Oh, just kind of tap your finger. It blends out. Is that not? I don't know if you guys can really see the shimmer, but I feel like even this color, it gives that definition. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. They're so easy. I don't know why I waited so long to try them. Highly recommend Victoria Beckham. Did I even say the name of them? I think I did at the beginning of the video. Victoria Beckham's eyeliners. If you have a lot of texture on your eyes and you want to glide over the eyelid as easily as possible, I've never had a liner be so creamy and glide over the skin as well as these have. And like I said, I've tried a lot. I tried these even before my eye surgery and they worked both equally as good. But waterline as well, like I don't need more eyeliners, but I really want more colors because that's how much I love them. So I'm even gonna use this on the bottom. And I will be honest, I'm not a big proponent of mature eyes using eyeliner largely on the bottom, but I feel like this color is kind of smoked out enough that like, if I smudge it out, it'll work. So let's just try. I don't want to close off my eyes, but I'm gonna grab the Nikki in 12. These are great. These shimmers are so great for kind of smudging out. Oh, it's so pretty. I am not a cool tone person and this color is better than I expected. It works with the cool and the warm. Too much definition in my eyes. I feel like I don't even need mascara with these. Like I would wear this every day. So one more depth, definitely get one of the matte shades. These shimmers do kind of reflect a lot of light. They're a little bit more subtle, but I find that really pretty for an everyday look. All right, even though I don't feel like I need mascara with this type of eye look, I promise you guys the Prada. One of the most beautiful packaging. Can you see the texture of this? The emblem, I mean, most beautifully packed. High quality, not cheap, but this is the Prada Scope mascara and I got the Nero, which is black. Beautiful, interesting wand. Can you see? Even says Prada on the back of the wand. I've heard this compared to a toothbrush. I have used it a few times. I have not used it lately. I've been wearing a lot of lashes, so let's go right on into it. I already curled my lashes. Let's attempt to see what we think of this. I find this wand super interesting and definitely gives more of a thicker looking lash. I really love how this grips the base of the lash. I don't feel like any other wand can get so close to the root and really lift. And honestly, I have pretty stick straight lashes that just don't want to hold a curl. So for me, it emphasizes that so much. Like it gives a lot of drama. And I don't find it clumpy, which is my like biggest pet peeve of lash mascaras in general. Like why I wear lashes so much is because I don't like the look of clumpy, like call them spider lashes. I can't stand it. So I really like how this separates. I haven't even gone in for more product. It's pretty impressive for my tiny little lashes. Do I need to go in with a second coat? That is the question. If I go in with a second coat, will it make my really fine lashes fall? And that's sometimes what happens for me personally. I have very fine eyelashes. I'm gonna do the other eye. Okay, there's the final lash look. I do find this wand very innovative. I will say, how long do you think before people will dupe this? I even heard people talking on social media about saving this wand and then using it in their favorite mascara that's more affordable just because it's so pricey. Is the actual formulation of the mascara bulk like innovative? I don't know, but I do love it. I haven't tried the wand with other mascaras to see if I can get similar results. That would be the next thing I would probably try, but I will say I have like probably 50 mascaras over here and it's one of my very favorites that I pick up. It's good. It's pricey. Why do I keep finding things that are expensive that I like? I don't know. All right, moving on. I was gonna put some more eyes on. So I'm gonna like finish my lips and then maybe we'll do another quick look if you wanted to really amp it up, like day, night. I say like jeans, dressy. Let me show you guys one of my new favorite discoveries. The Ravi Beauty lip liners. They sent me their lip liners to try and this color, oh, I can't stop using this color. This is the shade Almond by Ravi Beauty. One of, oh gosh, I need to sharpen it. Oh, they even sent me their little sharpener. This formula of lip liner is fantastic. Not just the formula, this color. So here's what it looks like on my hand. It's just a beautiful, slightly warm, yet still cool enough to contour out the lips. I'm pretty obsessed with this shade. So not just the shade, but the fact that it dries down, sets, and is one of the longest wearing lip products, but isn't dry and goes on creamy. That's exactly what I'm looking for in a lip liner. The color is fantastic, like perfect. Not too pink, not too warm, not too cool, doesn't look gray. They did such a good job. Shade Almond. I feel like this is one of those shades that will go with anything, and that's always tends to be the colors I gravitate towards and that I use on the daily are the shades that will go with any lip product look, you know? Problem is, I was gonna do a cool toned, I'll be honest, I don't have a ton of cool toned products because I look best in warm tones. So the new Vive Lip Dew, I've shown you guys this one, I think already, Socialite. Cool tone nude, a little bit warm, but like probably, I mean, one of the coolest shades I have. Fenty Lip Oil, Gloss Balm Oil. Is it a lip gloss? Is it a balm? I think it's both. Lip oil and gloss. Rose Amber, very cool toned. Let's swatch some of these. So we've got this Lip Dew is so pretty. Look at that. If I think I've said this before, but if you can't find a nude that doesn't pull pink or orange on you, try that one. Rose Amber. Love this formula. It's very shimmer. It's got like a little bit of shimmer, but it's almost got like this purple undertone, which makes it more cool. The shimmer in it is like lavender, which is why I think it pulls even cooler. Then I was sent the Black Honey lip and cheek oil. I have yet to try it on the cheeks. I do feel like this also would be a beautiful, cool, plummy option, but like when swatched, it definitely looks warmer. But Black Honey, I feel like has always been like a cool tone, right? No? Yeah? Probably cool for me. And they sent me their Almost lipstick, which I don't know if I've tried. Let's try it. So definitely a cult favorite. It's very similar to like Seint Black Cherry. Like sheer. Let's try the lip and cheek oil over it. I don't feel like it looks cool. It doesn't look cool on me at all. Okay. It's pretty. It's berry. Let's try. I know this is gonna pull me super cool, so I'm gonna take a little bit of the Versed Smoothing Lip Blush in Scene. It's kind of a base. I love that color. I'm gonna put the Rose Amber over it. Let's see if it pulls too cool. All right, that's definitely more cool, don't you guys think? I feel like it makes it, I feel like this on its own on me pulls really gray, but with a little bit of that nudie pink color under it, it works. Okay, that is gonna be look number 1. Okay, I really don't have a lot of cool tone jewelry. I'm a gold girly, so this with a little denim, this is gonna be look 1. I feel like this makeup look is definitely day or night. Is it just me? I don't feel like it's screaming holiday. It's not as holiday-esque as I originally had thought in my head. So we're gonna bump it up a notch and I'm gonna show you guys this, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you a look number 2. So, look 1. Coming back for look number 2 because I feel like you can't even see this in its true glory. And I do realize that. So we're going to try another look. And for all of y'all who are amazing and watch the whole video, we're gonna have a little giveaway. So we're going to utilize some of Seint's Advent calendars shades, and surprise, I'm gonna do a giveaway and I'm gonna give somebody the full-size Plum Floral Palette. And I say full-size, triple decker, number, what are these? 27. And a fully brand new, unopened, obviously, Advent calendar. So let's utilize some of these cool tone shades that I normally don't reach for. And comments entered below. I'll put the details in the description box for how to enter my giveaway for all of you fabulous people who are still watching. And I'm not gonna even bore you. I'm just going to show you guys the quick process of adding to this eye look and the final look. Okay, friends, and there you go. There is look number 2. Definitely more dramatic, definitely more cool toned, using some of the shades from the Seint Advent Calendar. I kept the rest of the face the same. I just went in with more more eyeliner, set it with more shadow. What do you guys think? Which look is your favorite? I think this would make a really fun party look. Probably wouldn't wear this one on the daily, but personal preference, right? There you go. There is a cool tone inspired holiday-esque looks, day, night, new products, new things I've been loving and testing. I'm curious, when you have a holiday party, do you go for cool tones, warm tones, classic red lip, glittery eye? I mean, I could have made this way more glittery. Let's just, holy moly. Wow. That shade, what is that? That's ribbon. I mean, if you want to take it up a notch, that, oh man, that's pretty. I just took it to New Year's. So there you go. Holiday to New Year's for my cool, toned, loving friends. I hope you guys are having a wonderful holiday season. I don't have any holiday parties to go to because our holiday party was the same night as my son's school music concert. So priorities, I went to my son's instead. Do not forget to check out the description box and enter to win the big palette and the advent calendar. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Love you.